And it's still a call to take collective responsibility to reduce transmission of the COVID-19 virus. Dr. Safia Ojo is a family physician, and she joins us on the program for more on staying safe this festive season. Welcome to the program and happy holidays.
Thanks for having me, Millicent. Good evening, Nigerians.
Now, Dr. Joe, you heard the comments from, our last report. Some people saying, there is no coronavirus outbreak in Nigeria. I mean, is it a different COVID-19 in Nigeria, Africa, from what we're seeing in the rest of the world?
Well, COVID-19 exists. It's an ongoing pandemic, which has resulted into large death toll all over the country. And we know there are different variants, there are strains, new strains coming up. Now we have the Omicron, apart from the Delta strain. So it's everywhere. So I know a lot of people don't believe this, and that's why some people still live very careless. Whatever the strain is, COVID-19, we need to protect ourselves from COVID-19. Either is the Delta strain, the Omicron, or whatever strain, we need to go back to use of face masks and hand washing, and also try to distance ourselves from others, especially when you're in a crowded environment. So I think we need to do more. A lot of people they've stopped wearing their face masks. In fact, when you go for an occasion now and you wear your face mask, they see you as an outcast. They see you as, where is this person coming from? People no longer use it. Some put it in their pockets. Nowadays, you go to parks, it's loaded with passengers. Nobody is wearing face masks. Whatever the strain, I think we need to go back to our drawing board. We need to do the needful. We need to go back to washing of our hands with soap and water, use of face masks, and use of alcohol-based hand sanitizers. I think that will help a lot in reducing the spread of COVID-19 in the community at large.
Let's look at the FCT, which recorded about the highest cases last night at 806. Do you think we've started seeing community spread of the Omicron variant yet?
Well, when you talk about community spread, a community spread means you're having a large number of individuals coming down with the virus without traceable. You can't trace where it's coming from. You can't trace any history there's no history of travel, there's no history of contact with infected individuals. So it's a possibility. So we need to work more in campaigning against how to prevent COVID-19, so everybody will know what to do to prevent transmission of COVID-19 to others. Especially people that are sick, when they have fever, they should go to the hospital. Don't have fever and go attending parties or go to churches or mosques when you know you're feeling sick. So people should try to get treated when they have symptoms of COVID. And also, I think it's better we keep talking about it. A lot of campaign is needed so that people can be aware of this. The virus exists. People should try and protect themselves and protect their family members from from contracting the disease.
So essentially, that collective personal responsibility in this area. Now, the message is also to avoid all non-essential travel within and outside Nigeria, and also that the virus that causes COVID-19 is more likely to spread in mass gatherings, especially when they're held indoors with full capacity or poor ventilation. Explain to us why outdoor events are actually much better.
Okay, outdoor events are much better when we're talking about spread of viruses generally, unlike staying indoors, especially when it's a large gathering. It reduces the risk of spread when events are outdoor. So I think even when trying to hold indoor events, it should be well ventilated. The windows should be widely open so that there should be a good ventilation to prevent spread from one individual to the other. So I would advise that many people should do more of outdoor gathering than indoors to reduce spread of COVID, because the virus is less, there's a less spread when outdoor compared to indoor.
The Nigeria Center for Disease Control, in its recent message, Yuletide campaign, is calling for religious leaders, head of institutions, organizations, businesses to also enforce the public compliance to COVID-19 preventive measures in their jurisdiction. But we also know that some religious leaders do not practice the NPIs or believe in it. What do we do in that case?
It's a terrible, serious condition, because when people don't believe in something, they don't even believe it exists. So they won't want to prevent it. They don't even, they think it's not in existence. So why prevent what is not in existence? So I think that has a very negative role to play, talking about the fight against COVID-19. Because when you don't believe in it, you are more careless. You don't wash your hands, you don't use your face mask, and you go to gatherings even without use of your face mask. So it's more of a problem when we have leaders that don't even believe in COVID-19. Despite all the news, you hear people dying here and there in different countries, different variant strains coming up. So I think a lot of role can be played by our leaders, either in churches, mosques, and other places. So they will help to enlighten the people on existence of COVID-19 and how to prevent it. But if they are not even aware or they don't believe it exists, I think it's a major problem that we need to deal with.
Dr. Safia Joe is a family physician joining us from Abuja. Thank you so much for joining us on the program, and happy holidays.
Thank you so much too. You're welcome.
Well, still to come on the program, Kaduna government is urging residents, religious centers to adhere to the COVID-19 restrictions. We'll have that story and more when we return.